The man just sneezed, and in the very next second, thousands of razor-sharp nanobots filled the air. They slipped into human brains and killed silently, completely invisible. It was the year 2047. Humanity had already crossed the threshold of self-upgrading technology. People could now unlock superpowers, eyes that could see through concrete walls, arms that could transform into machine guns. This was the new world, where everyone was upgrading themselves, everyone except Rick. He was the last of the old school. He despised all these enhancements, made a living fixing old cars with his own two hands, not circuits or chips. What Rick didn't know was that he was about to become the most advanced cyber rebuilder on the planet. That day, Rick was delivering a car like he always did. To make the trip home easier, he took his wife Aurora and her smart car with him, but the client surprised them. It was Clark, the founder of the world's largest AI company. Aurora, who also worked in tech, was stunned. Clark was a legend, and seeing the awe in her eyes made Rick uneasy. Clark proudly showed off his new, revolutionary chip. Rick scoffed, "All this will do is put more people out of work." He had no idea he'd be the first to use it. On the way back, the smart car malfunctioned. It turned into a narrow alley, the brakes failed, and they crashed into a barrier. Before they could understand what was happening, a group of mysterious men appeared out of nowhere. They dragged Rick and Aurora out of the car. Rick tried to reason with them. "My wallet's in the car, just leave my wife alone." But they weren't after money. One shot hit Aurora in the chest. Another hit Rick in the back of the head. Miraculously, Rick survived, but he was now paralyzed from the neck down. The pain of losing Aurora and the prison of his own body nearly broke him. The only thing keeping him alive now was revenge. He went to the police with his mother, but all they said was, the suspects used anti-recognition tech. No faces, no evidence, no arrests. Rick fell apart. He spent his days begging the house robot for sedatives, until it detected an overdose and called an ambulance. That's when Clark returned. He said he could help. They were testing a fusion of microchips with human cells, and they wanted Rick to volunteer. Rick hesitated. He had always hated that kind of technology. But then, he pictured Aurora's lifeless body, and that was enough. It was this, or die without justice.